Hey everyone, new day, new video, back again. Today is Wednesday the 22nd of Feb, and as per the title, I'm going to give a GU price action breakdown post-market, showing my winning trade today and some DXY analysis. Of course I'd usually show EU, but I won't because today I want to trade on GU, so that would be a bit more interesting, I thought. So let's start off with, because I haven't shown GU before, I'll just start off from the higher time frame. So this is what the daily looks like now. Currently we have a daily op marked out here by this line, and we have the previous daily high, previous daily low, same as I showed in my previous videos. If I zoom in some more, you'll see I have a imbalance marked out here, which was rejected previously, and we've made a move down with a lower low. Now what these are signifying here are weak lows, and how we justify those. They're not confirmed yet until the low is broken, of course, but it's a scenario to consider. There's an ob here, price has respected the ob so far, so if we are to go and continue with this bearish move, one leg here, two legs here, lower low, this is a weak low. Okay, so hopefully that's understood. Right, so it's not confirmed yet, but that's the idea and the basis where we're going to go with. So on to the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, so this is where that daily imbalance is here. You can see where liquidity to the left was swept, and we got a new 4 hour leg making lower lows. We have since pulled back from this 4 hour imbalance, and we are now into another 4 hour imbalance, which we have so far respected. There was a spike above which took some liquidity of a previous day, but so far respected, and it looks like we'll head lower. DXY looks like it's heading higher, right? Of course, that's their relation. It's not as correlated as EU because DXY has so much euro weighted within it, for those that don't know. So the correlation's a bit more weak. We don't need as much DXY movement to get as much GU movement. So that's what I've observed. You can check that yourself. So anyway, back to the trade and the analysis. We've got this 4 hour imbalance nested within this daily sell ob, right? This is the leg I have. This is premium. Okay. Down to the 1 hour. So on the 1 hour, what we see, in fact, let me go to the 15 minutes so you can see the days easier. So previous day, Asia, London, this is massive news move, New York. Now, what happened was, what I wanted this morning, due to where price was on GU, I thought best scenario is for GU to take the Asia session high, and not only that, the previous day high. That would have been perfect scenario for me. Good grabs of buy side liquidity, just sweeps and rejections, and then we break down and we can target these equal lows here, or well, relative equal lows, and any building trendline liquidity. We didn't get that, so you adapt. But to explain, you could see there was some internal liquidity swept, this nice corrective price action. These lows here would be liquidity points, which is why I mark it out, and then this low here and this low here. Price has come up, swept internal liquidity above these highs, rejected the middle of Asia at 50%, which is a zone that's usually quite sensitive, and broken down. That internal liquidity looks like it was enough to cause this new 1 hour leg and 15 minute leg. So at this point here, when this strong break of the 15-minute swing low, you could say, this was a nice break of structure, leaving behind an imbalance and 15-minute order block. My execution was on the 15-minute, so we don't really need to go any lower. There's also a 1 hour order block here. These are all nested within other, we're still within this 4 hour imbalance. We've got this 1 hour order block which swept liquidity to the left, broke down, creating this leg, this massive imbalance here. We left behind after London this low here. So we had taken sell side liquidity from here, but this move was so strong and the close was so strong, there was no bullish reaction from there, and it left this behind and came up slowly, correctively, in comparison to this strong move down which we got. So I was happy to keep an eye on this, set a limit order at 50% of the imbalance. Like I mentioned before, this is a 15-minute order block here within the 1 hour order block here. Excuse me if that's not clear. Entry above New York Daily Open. My entry was at 12:33 GMT, 7:33 EST. So just before, an hour before the New York Open. Which was enough. I don't like executing around the New York Open because of, you can get volatility spikes. Anyway, no news to get in the way. We had this low here left, the sell side liquidity. We had this imbalance here, draws on liquidity. And I was happy with how corrected this was. It wasn't the best, I know that for sure. I had a healthy stop, 19 pips above this high within here. Could have, saved myself some pips and got more R&R by R&R by going right to the extreme ob. However, that's not how I'm trading. I'd rather be in the trade than be, if it came to here and missed me and went on to hit TP. This price action here was quite frustrating, of course, going sideways, going down, giving hope, coming back up, going down, coming back up, around the break-even dance. Eventually it broke down nicely, very quickly. This was how long? You can't complain. 2.73% percent in the bag. And yeah, look, now it's reacted well, because this was the next sell side liquidity for me. This is pretty much hit 50% of the 1 hour imbalance to a T and been held there. That is why my TP was here. This was positive slippage actually. It was actually a bit higher, but we got positive slippage. I was only aiming for this low here, just before the low, because price can play around, and it could, if I put it below, it could have taken the low and reversed right in front of my TP. I didn't want that, so I put it around the low to make it nice and easy. But I got some positive slippage, so I'm not going to argue. This was a great breakdown, and I hope you can see how the liquidity is working here, how this came up, respected the ob and broke down. If you go down to the 5 minute, you can just see the way it's mitigating these breakdowns on the way down and respecting the price action. Good breaker structure here, nice and clear momentum to the downside and lack of momentum to the upside after taking this sell side liquidity. That's why I took the trade. The better trade, of course, like I said, would have been this taken, good buy side. Let's head for all that sell side liquidity, possibly even lower. But I'm happy with that. Take us to the DXY. Just to show you what I had marked out on DXY, which is why it was in confluence with my trade. So let's go up to the 1 hour. I'll keep it simple. While DXY is pulling back, GBPUSD is pulling up to the ob. The ob I was trading from coincided with this 1 hour ob, which swept liquidity to the left, broke the highs, right? New leg. I needed this to hold for my trade to be successful, and it did, right? So that together, let me show you it on the, I have it here of course also, so I didn't have to keep jumping between screens. So I knew that ob was marked out there. When my trade entered, this had entered its ob as well, and happy days, I was confident to execute, and I'm glad I got out where I did. So what can we expect for tomorrow? Oh, it's at this moment I would expect a deeper correction. Sorry, the week low, so I'd expect it to come down deeper. We don't know how price is going to react around here or to this imbalance. It could well continue higher. However, there is a FOMC in 1 hour from now, from the time of recording this, and we'll see. I don't want to make any predictions or any markings now. FOMC may move the market and it will decide for us, and we can analyze this again in the morning. So we'll see what legs, what liquidity points we have to work with for tomorrow after FOMC. So thank you to everyone watching and subscribing so far. There's lots more to come. Anyone new here, feel free to show some love and leave a like. And if you enjoyed, subscribe. Thank you.